So it's been a while, guys. I'm so sorry that I haven't updated in absolutely ages. I have lots of excuses, some of which I'll go into, and some of them are just, yeah, not really excuses, but anyway. So today, guys, I'm 24 weeks. I've skipped a lot of pregnancy weeks due to just craziness and not being motivated to make videos as well. My bump is kind of looking the same. I mean, it's grown obviously, but to me it hasn't really changed a lot. But some really exciting things have happened. Number one, we found out we're having a girl, which was my dream come true. I would have absolutely loved a boy as well, but when they told us it was a girl, I was just like on cloud nine. It was incredible. So that was at my 20-week scan, and today I'm 24 weeks, which is awesome. Baby is very active now, well, much more. Lots of kicking. I had my midwife on Tuesday, today's Friday, and she said the baby's really healthy and I'm doing well, so that was really cool and just encouraging. And I'm glad I haven't really put on much weight, which I'm trying not to, because I went into this pregnancy overweight, so I don't really want to put on too much. Right, so just a recap of the past few weeks. Basically, our first scan, it was the anomaly scan, not the anatomy scan, but also shows you the anatomy and you can find out the gender. The anomaly scan, which they just kind of scan everything to make sure baby's growing and developing nicely. Well, our little one was so stubborn. She was hiding. She was like this, had her hands up like this, covering her face. She was in complete fetal position, so her legs were up as well. And her feet were crossed. Everything was just like all cozy, which is so hilarious because my husband and I are like quite cozy people, and we love just cuddling, and you know, I don't know, it was just really funny to tell the family that that's what she was doing, because they were like, oh my gosh, it's so your baby. So that was really cute. And but the problem was, so they couldn't see certain angles, so they took ages. I mean, the majority of everything was looking good, but what they couldn't really see was certain angles of her heart or her face. They couldn't do a side profile because she was completely like covered. So and yeah, her arms were like this, so you couldn't see her heart. We did see it pumping at one point, but she moved and she was hiding, definitely. So they had to send me away. I had to have something sugary, have some liquid. I couldn't sit down for 30 minutes. I had to walk around briskly, try and get her moving, trying to get her to kind of change positions. And so I did that, and I was like down a packet of Skittles, which actually I felt really sick afterwards. And you know, I did like a brisk walk around the hospital a few times, and then when we went back, she was still in the same position and she was just yawning, so almost kind of like haha, laughing at us. But at the very end they told us we were having a girl, so we were in the hospital for like an hour waiting to know who she was, if she was a boy or a girl. So that was amazing. So we were booked again when I was, I think I was 21 weeks. So when I had my scan, I was like almost 20 weeks. And then when I had my second scan, I was almost 22 weeks or something, because they wanted to just do her measurements again. So they did her measurements and everything's looking good. Again, she was kind of in a weird position, or she was in a perfectly beautiful position. Oh, I should have, if I was prepared, I have her scan photo, which is absolutely gorgeous. And maybe I'll show it to you in my next video. But she was like, when we went for that scan, she was like completely upright. She looked beautiful. You'd see her profile. She's got lovely big lips, which was so cute. And the problem is that the monitor across from you when you usually look at your scan was out, and then so I had to crook my neck and look at the monitor on the side that the radiologist is looking at, and I couldn't see it as well as I could, but she was so visible and I was a bit disappointed. But you know, we got these amazing scan photos, so we were so thrilled about that. And then she still was a bit stubborn. They saw most of the angles of her heart except the 4-chambered view, but they weren't concerned. Everything was still looking good. Her heart's strong, everything was looking good. And they couldn't do like a full frontal view of her face, because then she went back in her hiding position. And she, at one point, I think she had her hands like this, like, you can't see me. So that was really funny. But yeah, that was, anyway, they couldn't get like a view of her full face, so they just didn't really see like if they could tell she had cleft palate. But from the side and from the other views, I mean, if she does, she does. We're not really worried. You know, that's just whatever. And I said, you know, I said to them, at the end of the day, like, when my mum had me and when my husband's mum had him, you know, I doubt they didn't have this technology. They didn't have the ability to measure every particular thing. So if they can't get one thing, you know, then I don't see concern. She's healthy, she's active. So that was cool. So I didn't have to go for a consultation, because they were kind of like toying, oh, should you go see a consultant, to kind of a cardiologist consultant, just to like double check about the heart. But none, they weren't concerned, and they said it was really for my peace of mind, and I wasn't concerned. So I think baby's all good, because the heartbeat is so strong, and we can hear it because we have a Doppler. But yeah, she's always active. It's great. So now something else to add is that on Christmas, not Christmas Eve. So yeah, we had Christmas, so I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas, and we had New Year, Happy New Year. But basically, she started to kick. I really felt strong movement on the 10th of December. I maybe mentioned that in another video. Yeah, I did. And then, sorry. And then I felt her properly kick about 5 minutes before midnight on New Year's Eve. 5 minutes before New Year, I felt her. My husband and I were in bed, and we were watching, I can't remember. Anyway, and I was like, oh my goodness, and I could actually feel it underneath my hand, and it was like proper kicks, and she did 3 of them, and I was like, oh my gosh. So since pretty much New Year, I have been feeling her kick, which has been, oh, incredible. I love it. One night I got woken up at 4 a.m. and I just couldn't go back to sleep, because I was like mesmerized by the kicking, and I just loved it. And then, yeah, that wasn't that great, but it was wonderful. So I love the kicking. It's been amazing, incredible, lovely. What else can I update you on? I've been feeling really good. The past few days I've been quite tired. I don't know if I'm sleeping well. We've had some really strong winds and rain, and that kind of keeps you up sometimes, and it's quite loud. And we're having some like major construction going on in our house. We had to knock our chimney down, and it's been rebuilt, and then some things had to be fixed with the brickwork in the loft. So it is really intense, and so we don't have a chimney at the minute, and it's been like torrential rainy. Well, it's not raining today, but it has been really like heavy rains right after they knock the chimney down, and all they have is like a tarp thing that they've wrapped rope around to secure it. But I was just freaking out, so I think my sleep hasn't been the best because of that, and like I've just been really tired. But I've started doing like a Mummy Fit group or class. And that's been really good. I've done 2 classes so far, one a week, because they're quite expensive, and it's just been like a kind of a yoga type, relaxation type kind of, you know, stretching and all that amazing stuff, and it makes you feel really good afterwards. Next week I might try a more intensive one, because I'd go with my friend who's about to give birth in 2 weeks is her due date, but she could probably go anytime. She's getting a little bit big, so we're getting a little bit too like uncomfortable. She's lovely and not big like that, but anyway, just hard to do a more intense class, so we're doing the more relaxing one together. But I think I'm gonna do the more intensive one, because I've still got time, and I would like to feel like I'm exercising a bit more, because it makes me feel good. So those are some updates. Oh, and other news, it was my 30th birthday on the 10th, and my in-laws treated my husband and I to a night away in a 5-star hotel, which was amazing. And and we had so much fun. We went to Winchester, which is not too far away from us, like an hour and a half, and it's a really pretty town, and we stayed in a really luxurious, like, stately home. And then the next day we went to Jane Austen's house, which was maybe 40 minutes away, 35 minutes away, and that was on our way home. So that was so fun, and we got to, like, see, well, at the 5-star place they have like a falconry area with birds, and you usually have to pay, but John got to hold a bird for free, which was really cool. And it was just a really relaxing, fun weekend. So that was last weekend. So I have had quite a bit going on. We've also made some baby buys. We did we bought our cot in the January sales, and the mattress, which is not, I think it's out of stock, so we're waiting on it. It's coming this month, but probably towards the end of the month. I'm just trying to think what else. And finally my craving for naughty food has stopped, and I've really been craving healthy food, and that's been really nice, because for a while there, like, I just wanted greasy food. I wanted chips, I wanted Coke, I wanted, like, KFC, and I was like, oh, I feel so bad, like, I don't want to fill her with this crap. I mean, I didn't give in to all the cravings, but we were eating, like, we'd probably have something like that, like, in the week. And yeah, it's been good not to be really eating that way. I like to save, like, takeaways for, like, once a month, like, it's like a treat, you know. If I'm gonna have, like, dodgy food, it's kind of once a month. But on my birthday, oh my gosh, we were so hungry, and we were driving, and there was a McDonald's, and I was like, we have to have a McDonald's, I'm so hungry. And that was my guilty pleasure. So bad. £1/4 a meal. That's all I want. I love the pickles and the cheese and the ketchup and stuff. Anyway, it's so bad, but whatever. And oh, also my husband surprised me by taking me to see Matilda in the West End. Matilda the musical, which was so good. I loved it. It was so much fun. So yeah, that's kind of the major things that have been happening. I felt really well. I'm still having heartburn. I've had heartburn my whole pregnancy, especially right before bed. We've picked her name, and we have her middle name as well, which we're keeping a secret till she's born, and it's so lovely. Like, we knew her name way in the beginning, and so we were always like, will we have her, and we would call her by her name, and now we definitely can. So that's been lovely. I'm just going to show you my bump. So you know how this procedure goes. I have to move the chair, and it's kind of awkward. I film here because the lighting is the best. So it's not like ideal setup, but that's why I film here. So this is my 24-week bump. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Can you see? Can you see? There she is. She is there. Bumpy bump. From the front, from the side. There she is, our girl. This shirt is not that great. Anyway, that'll do. Oh, I've got like a... Anyway. That's my... Oh, that's super up close. That's my bump. And it has grown, I'm sure. Since the last time you saw me show my bump, it's grown. I'm probably feeling pregnant now. My boobs have got bigger. I'm probably in maternity nursing bras now. And I think next video I'm going to do, probably shortly after this, is I'm going to do a baby buy. I have some clothes that we've bought, and that should be fun, something different. So thanks for watching, guys, and hope you're all doing great. Bye!